Well, good morning. We've got a couple changes happening here in the building. This new screen behind me is just so much clearer and sharper and brighter than what the projector was. And actually, it cost less money to acquire that than to replace the projector. So everybody's pretty happy with that. A couple guys mounted it yesterday. Thank you to them. And as we're looking around this older building and looking ahead to the newer building, there are a couple other changes happening, like the flooring is going to be upgraded. That'll make it a whole lot nicer. The wall is going to be probably changed in color. Just several things that are happening behind the scenes that may be noticeable, maybe not. People test the water. People changed the water heater yesterday. Some of the guys were here to do that. Things that are behind the scenes, all but invisible. And yet their work is not done for the applause or the appreciation of the people around them. It's done for the Lord in spending an afternoon or a morning or an evening studying the Bible with a friend, bringing them to know who Jesus is. These kinds of work, these kinds of labor they're not missed. They're noticed by heaven. In fact, the Apostle Paul here at the end of the book of Romans, here in chapter 16, is listing these names, and he's got more. We're almost through them, but not quite. But notice the label that he adds to these names and these relationships. He says in verse 11, "Greet Herodion, my kinsman. Greet those of the household of Narcissus who are in the Lord. Greet Tryphena and Tryphosa, workers in the Lord. Greet Persis, the beloved, who has worked hard in the Lord. Greet Rufus, a choice man in the Lord, and also his mother and mine. Greet Asyncritus, Phlegon, Hermes, Patrobas, Hermas, and the brethren with them. Greet Philologus and Julia, Nereus and his sister, and Olympus, and all the saints who are with them." Boy, what a label. That the word saint is one of the best descriptors that anyone could wear. It means one who's been made holy. And we know that everyone in Christ has been cleansed by his blood, so made clean and usable. That's holy, set apart for service. But the phrase that he kept using over and over and over is in the Lord, in the Lord, in the Lord. He wrote a note, well, it was quite a letter, to the Corinthian church. The first letter that he wrote, toward the end of it, in chapter 15, at the very end of that chapter, he says, "Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that your toil is not in vain when it is in the Lord." And so when we spend our minutes and we spend our monies and we spend our talents, let's make sure we're spending them in labor for the Lord. I love the idea that in Christ we have our hope. In him we have resurrection and life and light. In Christ is our everything. So that phrase, in the Lord, not only denotes a location, a relationship, but also a purpose. So today, as you live in the Lord, because it's in Christ that we live and move and have our being, as you live in the Lord and you work in the Lord and you love in the Lord, rejoice in what he has done for us. We've got good reasons to rejoice. We've got great reasons to share that joy with other people. God bless you. He loves you, and we love you.